Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaliyah, and in today's video we're doing this really cute pink with gold foil polygel set. So at the start of the video you saw I just buffed my nails to scratch them up a little bit so that the polygel has something to stick to. And in this video I'm going to be doing it a little bit different than I normally do, and I'm going to try the dual form method using tips. And I'm just going to be honest, from the get-go I was not feeling this process. I'm not really a fan of doing it this way. It just didn't work out for me, and you'll see throughout the video it was a little challenging for me. I don't know if I need to just try it out some more and get better at it, but I would rather just glue on my tips and then add the polygel on top rather than this method. But anyways, we're just gonna keep going. So I used the Beatles pink in this really cute bubblegum color, and I applied the first tip to my thumb and cured it, but then I was like, oh, you know, maybe it'll just be easier to apply them all at the same time and then cure them all at the same time. So I'm just sticking them down and wiping off that excess layer that's coming out from the sides. Them for 90 seconds, and struggle number one right here, it was so hard to get off, and for whatever reason my pinky was just the star of the show. It did not want to stay on, so I did go ahead and cure the underside thinking maybe that was the problem, but it wasn't. They're just a little tricky to get off, so you know, just take your time at this part and try to wiggle them off as best as you can without peeling the whole nail off like I did. So here I am attempting to redo the pinky, just applying it. I thought maybe if it was a little thinner, that was it. I thought maybe the first one was just too thick and then that's why it didn't stick as well. I don't know. But here I am just redoing it. And here we have it. It pops off again. And you can see literally I just got so frustrated. So I go in and I file down the nail thinking maybe it needs you know, another layer to stick to again. So I just add some more polygel. I try it one more time, and if this didn't work I was just gonna give up on this nail, but it did work this time. I don't know, maybe filing it down after did it better, so that's what I just ended up working with here. So the second thing that I had a problem with was I kept getting these little air bubbles. So you see I had to go in with my cuticle bit with my e-file and file out those little air bubbles, and then I'm gonna take some more polygel and just pop them in there to fill up those bubbles instead of just taking off the whole nail in its entirety. So as you see, like I said, I'm just putting some more in, then I'm going to go in with the alcohol and just smooth it out and try to cure it again and see what happens. And at this part, I'm not really mad at the polygel itself for this process. I just didn't know how long I wanted them when I did that first thumbnail, so I'm just going back in and adding some length to it, and then I take the cuticle bit, and I just go around the edges, clean up the cuticles and the sidewalls of the nail, and then afterwards I am going to clean up that little extra flab that's on the nail up top. And I'm not gonna lie, this part was a little tedious, but it is my fault. I just didn't know how long I wanted the nails. So like I said, you just see I'm going into all the nails, cleaning up the cuticles and making sure that they're nice and smooth and sealed all the way around. So here you see I just switched out the bit to get a nice smoother and easier file, and I'm going to go in on all the nails and just clean up whatever the cuticle bit couldn't get. Then I go in with my hand file just to clean up that pretty almond shape. after that, I just buff them out, and then I go in on the underside of the nail. There was a lot of excess, and that's what I will say I would change about this method. It's just kind of frustrating to have so much product underneath the nail, because one, it feels like a waste, and then two, it's just really tedious and annoying to try and clean it up afterwards. I would suggest, if you have those little clips, to put them on your nail bed itself, and then afterwards you could go ahead and clean up the underside of the nail. But I didn't have those, so I just kind of got what I got with this set. So after all that is said and done, I'm going to go in with some base coat and apply them all diagonal across the nail, and I'm going to take my gold foil and just make some nice pretty patterns going diagonally up the nail. And I'm just using these little sticks that they came with to break them up and move them around just to get the desired look that I wanted. And I didn't use the actual yellow gold for this. I did use rose gold. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but when the two are sitting next to each other, you can see the difference. This one is a little bit pinker. So I just thought that it would look better with the nails instead of the actual harsh gold. So after that, I just add some top coat and I cure for 90 seconds, and that pretty much concludes the video. This is the final look. I really did like how the nails turned out after all is said and done, but just the process for me is a little frustrating, so I would just suggest doing it the other way. But overall, I think they were still really pretty. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to see what we come up with in the next video.